Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission today, it's laser focused. We're cutting through the noise in the Trinidad tile market. We want to give you the essential, actionable knowledge you need for, well, high quality, efficient installations. We'll drill down into suppliers, materials, logistics, all tailored for your project.
Yeah, and what's really interesting here is how the market is segmented. You've basically got two main tiers for tiles. There are the high-end European importers, think Madison Stone and Tile. They focus on curated luxury stuff. Then you have the big volume players like Tile Warehouse, Classic Tiles. But crucially, the foundation, that's local. There's a really robust domestic manufacturing base for the essential installation materials. Companies like Micro Milling, Harricrete.
Okay, that segmentation makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
let's say we're prioritizing that top-tier quality, maybe Italian or Spanish tiles, but, we also have to keep a close eye on the budget. Where do we even start strategizing, especially getting these heavy materials to a specific place, say, El Dorado, without breaking the bank on transport?
Right. The absolute first step is clarity. You need to define your objective. Is it all about a specific luxury design aesthetic that points you to a specialist, or are you prioritizing competitive value? If so, then you start comparing across those volume retailers. Once you know that, then you can leverage the local advantages.
And this is where logistics get really interesting budget-wise. We actually found a key detail. The T&Z Home Improvement Center, they have a branch right there in El Dorado.
Yeah.
That proximity, that's potentially vital for slashing delivery costs and just the hassle of moving heavy stuff.
Oh, absolutely. A huge factor. Okay, logistics aside for a moment, let's pivot to the actual product. The tile itself. When you talk about durability, especially for really high-stress areas like a driveway, we have to talk porcelain.
Ah, porcelain. Sounds premium immediately. It's the champion, sure, but
Yeah.
is there a point where maybe you trade a little durability for cost savings? Maybe a low-traffic patio?
For a driveway, honestly, you just can't afford that trade-off. Porcelain is basically mandatory there. It's because it's so dense. Its water absorption is typically under 0.5%. Very low. That low porosity makes it incredibly durable, scratch-resistant, and crucially frost-resistant for outdoor use. And for driveways, you must look for a PEI rating of 5. That's the top classification for abrasion resistance. It needs to handle cars.
PEI 5. Okay,
Yeah.
so performance equals PEI 5.
Yeah.
But what defines luxury beyond just saying, an Italian brand like Cermicchiope?
Luxury, well, it's defined by the visual sophistication, the feeling of seamlessness. It means moving to those really large format tiles, think 24 by 48 inches, polished porcelain. These huge tiles minimize the grout lines you see. That gives you that continuous, opulent surface that really defines high-end design right now.
Okay, so we've got the tile, big, dense, durable. But even the best tile fails if the foundation, the bond, isn't right. So how do we make sure this dense stuff stays put, especially outdoors with temperature swings?
The bond is absolutely everything. And because porcelain is so non-porous and heavy, you must use a polymer-modified thin-set mortar.
Okay, polymer-modified thin set. Let's unpack that quickly for the listener. Essentially, it's like a high-performance flexible glue, right? Standard mortar won't cut it.
Exactly. It provides the chemical bond you need for porcelain and the flexibility to handle temperature changes outside, preventing cracks. And the good news, there are excellent local options. Micro Milling Premium 3600 Thin Set or Harricrete products, they're specifically designed for this.
That's a really crucial insight. Local quality for the critical part. Okay, now what about wet areas like showers, where water resistance is just paramount? What about the grout?
Right, that raises a key point. Grout choice. For areas needing the absolute best performance showers, Busy Kitchen's epoxy grout is superior. It's just inherently non-porous, so it's waterproof, stain-proof, and you never need to seal it. Offers the best longevity.
Makes sense. Okay, so pulling this all together, what does this mean for the final action plan?
The final, absolutely critical step is vetting your installer, your installation team. Get detailed written quotes. At least 3 different contractors. Look at their past work portfolios from places like Tile Magic or skilled independent tilers, maybe like Alvin or Andy. And just the small practical tip. When you search online for tile installers Trinidad, double check it's Trinidad and Tobago, not Trinidad, Colorado. It happens.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so the strategy feels clear now. Define your needs. Leverage local suppliers for logistics, especially that El Dorado location, and absolutely do not skimp on that polymer-modified thin-set mortar.
Exactly. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, sure, high-end European tiles give you that luxury look, but the core structural durability of your entire project, that rests squarely on those globally competitive, high-quality installation materials made right there in Trinidad. That local quality, that's like your project's insurance policy.
So here's a final thought for you to maybe mull over. Given how good and cost-effective those local polymer-modified materials are, should the focus maybe be less on hunting down exotic imported thin sets and more on making absolutely sure your chosen installer really knows how to handle those tricky, premium, large-format European tiles? Something to explore for your next project.